All right, today we're diving into a really pivotal moment for a major project. It's that point where the architects finally hand the keys over to the explorers. We're moving past the building phase and into the really thrilling part, actually using the tools to see what we can find. So, let's break it all down.
And it all kicks off with this one simple sentence. But don't let the simplicity fool you. This is way more than just a status update. It's a full-on declaration. It's the sound of one massive chapter closing and an even more exciting one just beginning. So what does a statement like that actually mean in the grand scheme of things? Well, it means a huge milestone has just been hit. It signals the official, successful end of the entire first phase of this project's roadmap. This is a major turning point.
And yep, that's the headline right there. Everything that was planned for this foundational stage, it's not just planned anymore. It's built, it's tested, and it's finalized. The groundwork is officially solid. So you might be wondering, what exactly was built in Phase 1?
Phase 1 was all about laying that critical foundation. You can think of it like the architectural stage of a massive construction project, where you're not just drawing the blueprints, but you're actually building the tools and defining all the rules of the game.
And that's a really key distinction, right? This wasn't just a planning phase. This was hands-on, active construction. The tools needed for all the work ahead of them, they're not just ideas on a whiteboard anymore. They have been built, they're real, and they are ready to go.
Okay, so this brings us to the system itself. What are these foundational tools that were so carefully put together? Well, the whole thing really runs on two core components that work together, kind of like two sides of the same coin.
And here they are, the two key players in this whole operation. On one side, you've got Sequence Forge, which is basically the generator. And on the other side, you've got the Oracle, which acts as the analyzer. It's a really elegant setup. One creates, the other evaluates. So let's dig into each one a little bit more.
First up is Sequence Forge. Its entire job is generation, to create the raw data this project is going to need. And notice the team uses a very specific word to describe it, robust. That tells you it's been built to be a real workhorse, strong, reliable, and ready to handle a massive amount of work.
And its partner in all this is the Oracle. So if Sequence Forge is the engine churning out all the material, the Oracle is the intelligence that makes sense of it all. Its job is to sift through everything that's been generated and find the meaning, the patterns. And again, check out the descriptor they use, powerful. This suggests it's designed for some really deep, insightful analysis.
So what do you do when you have a robust generator and a powerful analyzer, both fully built and ready to go? Well, the project is ready to make a huge pivot. The era of building is officially over. Now the era of actually using these incredible tools begins. And there you have it. We are now officially in Phase 2, generation and experimentation. This is that exciting shift from theory to practice, from blueprints to actual discovery. Honestly, in a lot of ways, the real work starts right now.
So, what's this new phase going to look like in practice? Well, the workflow is actually pretty straightforward. First, they execute the scripts to get the whole process started. Then, Sequence Forge gets to work generating all that necessary data. And finally, that data gets fed into the system to train the core model. Simple, but incredibly potent.
Let's just pull back for a second and look at the big picture here. Because this transition, this jump from Phase 1 to Phase 2 is probably the most critical moment in any project of this scale.
And this is the ultimate takeaway. The team has spent all this time creating a detailed blueprint and then building a machine to those exact specs. Now, that machine is being turned on for the first time. They're making the leap from a known, defined plan into the completely unknown territory of active discovery and learning.
So, the stage is set. The system is fully defined, and the process is officially underway. The Oracle, this powerful tool for analysis, is finally being put to the test. And that really just leaves us with one simple but incredibly thrilling question to think about. What will it find?